Welcome to the second hour of This Morning. Here are today's headlines. After the Korea Disease Control and Prevention Agency resumed its free influenza vaccinations yesterday for senior citizens from age 62 to 69, 260,000 plus people chose to be vaccinated in just half a day, showing that they understand there's little cause-effect relationship between influenza vaccination and deaths after vaccination, as the health authorities explained. People from 62 to 69 are the last age group to be administered a free influenza vaccine, following children and pregnant women, teenagers, and people aged 70 and older. The prosecution has requested a 3-year prison sentence for former Presidential Secretaries Lee Byung-gi and Cho Yoon-sun under former President Park Geun-hye for allegedly giving orders to obstruct the investigation by the Special Investigation Commission on the April 16th Sewol ferry disaster. In the appellate court, prosecution said the two executed their plans to deter the investigation commission and obstructed their activities persistently, systematically, and premeditatedly. They were sentenced to 1 year in prison with a 2-year suspension in the first trial. The appeals court's verdict is scheduled for December 17th. COVID-19 vaccine researchers at the University of Oxford said their vaccine produced an immune response in older adults, raising hopes about a passable path out of the pandemic. British drug maker AstraZeneca, that is helping to manufacture the vaccine, said its COVID-19 candidate vaccine AZD1222 generated similar immunogenicity effects among the elderly as it did among younger adults in a phase 1 clinical trial from July. Human trials of coronavirus vaccines were put on hold in countries such as the UK and the US after a participant suffered spinal cord inflammation, but they have recently resumed. Finally, in a surprise announcement last Sunday, Pope Francis announced the appointment of 13 new cardinals. One of them is the current Archbishop of Washington, D.C., Wilton Gregory, and he will become the U.S.'s first African-American cardinal when he is elevated to his position next month. Gregory is currently one of the country's most high-profile African-American church officials and has not been afraid to comment on potentially controversial issues, including when he publicly denounced the police for the killing of George Floyd and the crackdown on massive protests that followed. And you can listen to these headlines once again on our YouTube channel by searching TBS eFM. Once there, you'll get a script of the headlines and subtitles as well. Coming up next, the political and legal implications if Trump refuses to concede to the presidential election results.